Hey everyone, welcome to your practice. I'm Molly, and today we're going to do a probably 10-minute mobility session focusing on really intentional reps. This is great for first thing in the morning or pre-workout. We're going to do a version of the McGill Big Three for core stability and preventing low back pain. We'll do some nerve glides for the upper body and then some CARs, some functional rotations of your joints. So you shouldn't need any props, but set up your space if you need. And before we get started, I wanted to mention if you're interested in combining your yoga practice with strength and conditioning, fitness, all the fun things, check out the link in my description. You get a free 1-week trial for my app. It's super fun, it's well balanced, really effective. So go check it out. We're gonna get started laying on our backs. Bend your left knee and stretch your right leg long. Place your hands underneath your low back so that your palms are facing down, and you can also interlace your fingers. So palms are underneath. I'm actually not gonna interlace my fingers, whatever's more comfortable for you. All right, so take a deep breath into your belly, to the back sides of your waist. As you exhale, lift your elbows off the mat, curl your chin into your chest, and lift your upper back and spine. Feel your core, this nice corset muscle, your TA, becoming taut and supportive. Take an inhale to stay. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in. Exhale, lift your elbows off the mat and your shoulders as you tuck your chin. And just lift your upper spine. You can feel your low back pressing into your hands. Take an in breath. Exhale, let it go. And last inhale, exhale to lift. So staying really focused. You can also close your eyes and focus on your forearm here. Thinking about creating tension and pressure throughout the midsection. Good. And lower back down, switch legs. Right knee bends, left leg is straight. You could switch your hands underneath your back as well. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, elbows lift, chin tucks, lift your upper body. And feel that nice tension and pressure being created in your core. Inhale to stay. Exhale to lower. Breathe in to your back, to your belly, to your chest. Exhale to lift. Everything stays still as you take another inhale. And an exhale to lower. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale to lift. And stay for a full breath. Perfect. Okay, side plank on your left elbow. Feet can be stacked or you can stagger them for balance. So push down through your left elbow, stay strong through your shoulder joint as you reach your right arm up. Stay for 3 breaths. Feeling the left side waist lift up and away from the mat. And then switch. So we're just gonna roll through center, plant your right elbow, roll onto your right outer foot and lift your left arm up. 3 breaths. Sturdy and stable as we roll through center. Over to the left elbow. We're gonna do 3 on each side. Not going for speed, just going for control. So our core is really staying stable throughout this whole movement. We're avoiding any arching of the low back, any rounding. Roll through center and switch to the right side. Lift up with your left arm. Perfect. Back through center, over to the left. Last one on each side. And over to the right. Good. Release to hands and knees, tabletop. Our last of the McGill Big Three is a bird dog. So plant down through your right hand and your left knee. Tuck your toes for balance and extend your right heel back, your left hand forward. Stay for 3 breaths. Avoiding any arching, dumping, swaying of the low back. See if you can zip everything in towards center. Like you have this center line running through your body. Lower left hand and right knee. Lift opposite. Left heel kicks back. Right fingertips reach forward. Good. Lower right hand and left knee. We'll do 2 more on each side. Just staying for about 10 seconds on each rep. Working a little bit more into the endurance of the low back stabilizers. Switch it out, right hand and left leg lift. Breathing into the rib cage. Switch it out. Last one on each side. Lower down, finish out. Okay, stay on hands and knees. Curl your tailbone down and round through your spine. So we're in a cat shape. Toes are tucked. We're going to move into some spinal cars or controlled articular rotations. For this movement, you can close your eyes and really focus on each spinal segment moving at a time, really slow, really controlled. So from this rounded position, lift your tailbone up to the sky, and almost like someone was tickling along your spine, your low back is going to dip down. Your mid back, segment by segment into the upper back, between the shoulder blades, and then all the way up into the neck. Lift your head. Reverse the motion, curl your tailbone down. And like you had a magnet above your spine now, lifting the low back, mid back, upper back, neck, and tucking chin to chest. Let's do one more on your own time. Noticing if you find any sticky points that don't like to move smoothly. And maybe returning to those later, or just spending more time there now. Starting to round from tailbone all the way up to crown. And once you get there, stay in this rounded position. We're going to move through some shoulder blades or scapular cars. So we're in this rounded position. Now drop your heart between your shoulder blades. So your shoulder blades kiss on the back body. Bring your shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. Push the ground away as you round and protract. So shoulder blades are rounding forward. And then bring them up. So we're doing 4 motions. Drop them down and back. Down towards your back pockets. Forward as you protract. And then up towards your ears. Reverse the motion. Go down towards your back pockets. Up towards the ceiling. Up towards your ears. And then down towards the mat. Go one more in that direction. Down. Back, up, and forward. Okay, hip car, hip controlled articular rotation. Stay in your tabletop. Left toes are planted for balance. Everything is stable. Nothing is moving other than your hip joint. And you're going to picture your knee creating a big circle. So bring your right knee towards your right elbow. Slide it out to the side, abduction. And once you can't go any further, find internal rotation. So knee points down, foot points up towards the ceiling as you kick back, back, back into extension. And then eventually lower your right knee towards your left. Reverse the motion, kick back. So your heel is pressing up towards the sky. This is extension. Swing your right knee out to the side, creating a big circle. Eventually, right knee lifts up and right foot points down as we externally rotate. Right knee towards right elbow. Hug it in towards your chest. And then return to your starting point. Okay, one more on that side. Right knee towards chest. Out to the side. Internally rotate as your knee comes in and your foot comes out. Press your heel up towards the sky as you draw your right knee back. And then down to meet your left. Okay, kind of a donkey kick, right heel up, out to the side. Externally rotate, create a big circle as that right knee comes towards the right elbow. Hug it in towards your chest, and then lower down. 2 reps on your left leg. Left knee into chest, abduct out to the side. Internally rotate, foot comes up. Knee is drawing a big circle back behind you, extending at the hip. And then left knee drops down to meet right. Push your heel up to the sky, reverse the motion. Bring your knee out. Externally rotate as your left knee comes towards the left elbow, creating a big circle. Left knee to chest and lower down. Okay, knee to chest, out to the side. Rotate, rotate. Extend. Drop left knee down and then reverse the motion one more time. Good. Come to kneeling. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Let's do some thoracic or mid-spine cars. Wrap your arms one over the other, it doesn't matter which one. Okay, we're moving at the mid-back. Try to keep your pelvis stable. Curl your elbows down towards your belly button. Side bend over to the right and rotate to the right. Extend back, so pelvis is staying still. We're just lifting up through the heart. So now we're thinking about creating a circle with our elbows. And then we're gonna go to the other side. So rotating to the left, side bending to the left, and then back towards center. Let's do one more in this direction. Over to the right, side bend and rotate, extend back, over to the left, and then through center. Switch the cross of your arms and we'll do 2 reps to the left side. So curl down first, round through the back body, left elbow towards left hip, side bend, and then bring your elbows up to the sky as you find extension. Slide it over to the right and through center. If you just have time for one really good repetition of each, it's better than rushing through the movement. So take your time. One more in this direction if you can. And then release your arms down. Neck cars. Tuck your chin to your chest. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Actually kind of rotate first and then right ear to right shoulder. Now we're creating circles with our chin. So chin up towards the sky. Drop your head back. Chin over towards the left shoulder. Looking down towards the left collarbone and then all the way back towards your chest. Let's do 2 in each direction. So over to the right shoulder. Drop your head back. We're finding the biggest, most controlled range of motion you can find in each of these joints without pain. So if you need to start slow and small, you can. Over to the left shoulder. Chin circles up towards the sky, big circle. Over towards the right shoulder and down to center. And this session might take a little bit longer the first time you watch it, but I've been doing this same routine for about a month and it's about 10 minutes long. So as you become more familiar with the movements, it can go a little quicker. Okay, let's do some nerve glides. You can kneel, you can sit, whatever's comfortable. Left hand on the top of your right shoulder. Bring your right hand out to the side, palm facing up. And we're gonna do a median nerve glide. If you have any like zinging or tingling in your hands and your wrists, this can help. So we're gonna bring our fingertips down as we bring right ear to right shoulder. So extending the wrist, lateral flexion of the neck, and then wrist flexes, so fingertips up, and left ear to left shoulder. So just flossing back and forth. Fingers down, ear to the right, fingers up, ear to the left. Let's do 5. Good, keep your left hand where it is. This time, bend your elbow, so you're in kind of this holding a platter position. And from here, we're gonna do the same thing. So extend your wrist as you bring your right ear to right shoulder. This is just working a different nerve. And then flex your wrist, so fingertips point towards your right ear as your left ear drops down. And we'll do 5 of these. Just flossing, creating some glide and movement of that nerve through the neck, through the spine, through the shoulders, all the way down through the arm and elbow and wrist. Okay, other side, right hand to right, left shoulder to kind of stabilize it. Palm up, arm straight. Okay, fingertips point down as your left ear comes to your left shoulder. And then floss it. Bring your fingertips up and right ear to right shoulder. 5 times. Good, bend your elbow now, so you're holding a platter, and same thing. You go towards the side, like your fingers and ears are pointing in the same direction. 5 times here, back and forth with the wrist, back and forth with the head. Good, okay, shoulder car, shoulder rotation. You can stay whatever seated position or standing position works for you. Right arm, bring it across your body, thumb pointing kind of diagonally up towards the left. So as far across the body as you can, thumb up towards the sky. We're finding flexion of the shoulder. Bicep is towards the ear. And once you can't go any further up, you're going to turn your thumb down into internal rotation of the shoulder as you slide your fingers back behind you into a shoulder extension. So we're here, and then eventually thumb towards your hip, arm by the side. Reverse the motion. We're going to bring thumb back into extension and internal rotation. Once you can't go anymore, flip your palm. Thumb is pointing up. We're bringing that arm overhead into flexion. Nothing else moves. Rib cage is stable, elbow is straight. And then once you get to the top, bring it across your body and down towards your hip. Let's do one more. Across your body, thumb is up. Flex it overhead. Once you can't go any further, turn the thumb down. Extend your arm behind you. Back of the hand towards your hip. Then thumb points back, extend, extend, keep your elbow straight. Rotate, so thumb is pointing up. Flex your arm overhead, across the body, and then down towards your side. 2 on the other arm. We're moving kind of quick. Okay, thumb is up and across the body on the left arm. Rib cage is stable, elbow is straight. Thumb up, up, up into flexion, bicep by the ear, and then turn your thumb down into internal rotation of the shoulder and extension back behind you. Back of the palm reaches the left hip, and then we reverse. Thumb back, externally rotate, so now thumb up into flexion or overhead movement across the body at an angle and then down. One more on this left arm. So at this point, this is a great warm-up for whatever you have ahead of you in your day. If you'd like to continue, we're gonna do elbow, wrist, knee, and ankle cars. So kind of some bonus points here. Finish up your last shoulder rotation. And then we'll do both elbows at the same time. Pin your elbows by your side. Shoulders aren't moving. Palms are facing up. Good. Now bring like a bicep curl. Hands towards your shoulders. Then turn, so you're rotating at these radius and ulna bones in your forearms. So palms are facing out. And then we'll straighten our elbows as we push down. Palms lift up, palms towards shoulders, point them down, and extend your elbows. Reverse the direction. Palms are facing forward, then roll your hand open as you straighten your elbow back down. Flip your palms, back of the hands towards your shoulders, flip your palms, straighten your elbows. Okay? Wrists, same similar thing, nothing is moving other than we're creating a circle with our hands. Okay, extend your wrists, so lengthening through the palm. Rotate towards the thumb side, flexion. Keep your elbows pinned by your side, so fingertips are curling in. It's not really our fingertips, actually, it's just the wrist joint. And then towards the pinky side. Extend down as you straighten and find length through the palm. Rotate towards the thumb side. Flexion, and then towards the pinky side. Good, let's reverse the direction back through center, over to the thumb side, extend and straighten, and pinky side. Flex up, rotate towards your thumb, extend down, and then back towards pinky side. Okay, almost done. Let's do a knee car. Hug your arms underneath your thigh, your right thigh, so that nothing is moving other than your knee joint. And we're gonna bring, I think my light just went out. It's all good. We'll keep going. So arms underneath your right thigh. Okay, we are going to rotate. So we're thinking about moving at the knee joint. Internally rotate at the tibia. This is your tibia. So towards your big toe side. Good. Now we're going to straighten our knee. And then we're going to bring our foot, kind of rotate the lower leg bones towards the pinky toe side, and then bend the knee. Towards the big toe side as you straighten up. Towards the pinky toe side as you bend down. Reverse the direction, straighten your leg as your toes are pointed out. Toes point in, and flex your knee, bend your knee. Okay, one more in this direction. Pinky toe, straighten, big toe, bend. Let's do 2 on the left leg. Wrap your arms underneath your left thigh. Knee is bent. We're gonna go towards our big toe. Straighten your knee. Then toes point out and bend your knee. Toes point in, and as I say toes are pointing a certain direction, think about actually your lower leg bone moving. The toes are just kind of an indicator of where that motion is going as well. Okay, reverse the direction. Pinky toe side, straighten, toes point in, bend, toes point out, straighten, toes point in, bend. Okay, ankle. We'll do both these at the same time. Point your toes, bring your feet in. We're creating a big circle with our toes. Flex your ankles so your toes are pointing up towards the sky, and then bring them out towards the pinky toe side. Point them down, rotate them in, point them up, and rotate them out. Reverse the direction, so go up towards the sky, roll towards the inside, point your toes, and roll out. You could do this one at a time if you wanted to not do an ab movement at the same time. Finish up your last circle in that direction. Good. Final thing, let's do toe car. Bring your feet down onto the mat. Okay, keep all 4 toes planted as you lift just your big toes from the mat, and then push your big toes down and try to keep your foot stable on the mat as you lift just your 4 toes. And then plant your 4 toes down, lift your big toe up, point your big toe down, and lift your 4 toes up. Okay, I know that was a lot. That's a lot of joints in the body. This is a very thorough warm-up. As I said, it will go faster the more you do it, but just think about creating big circles through your range of motion that you have at each joint. I've been noticing that it's been helping a little bit of my aches and pains, so I hope it helps you too. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.